Hey, aren't you
The Good Witch? Yeah, that's me.
Okay. What the hell are you doing here?
I heard you had a shark problem.
Yeah, we had a run-in last year with the shark too. Look, can great white sharks communicate? Send out signals or something? You know, take revenge, sense an enemy?
Oh, absolutely.
That explains a lot.
Anyway, I brought you something from over the rainbow that might help. It's a bit of the old tornado shark.
Oh, cool.
And remember, drink responsibly.
Yeah, whatever. Goes away. So, this is not an actual bottle brew. This is actually only available in growlers at this point, but this is from a brewery that we visited before, Lone Pint Brewery in Magnolia, Texas. And this is Shark Tornado. I wonder if I should pour one for Nick, even though... Hey, what?
God. You know how tiring it is to swim with one arm?
Oh, yeah, I do it every day.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, as long as you're here, hand me your glass.
Cool.
What we have is, I don't know if you heard any of that, this is a... This is a beer from Magnolia, Texas that I got from a local... This is a beer from Magnolia, Texas. It's only available in growlers at this point, or on tap.
It looks like something you'd use to climb Mount Everest. Or, in this case, if you were sailing and got lost at sea.
That's appropriate.
Yeah. That looks delicious.
Should be a very malty, high IPA beer.
Yeah, extremely. A lot of head, very opaque, not clear at all, but it's got an auburn tint to it and a tan head, and it looks like it's gradually getting lighter to darker as it's poured. I'm assuming once it settles and the malts and the... Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, do you need a hand?
No, I need an arm. Thank you, though. So, as I said, it looks like it's settling, and it's a lot darker on top than it is at the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what that means in beer tasting, but it seems like there'd be a lot of flavor throughout beer. So, let's give it a smell.
It is a sweet, malty smell. A little bit of hops, not too much.
See, and I get a lot of hops. I'm getting a lot of hoppiness.
Is that where they went?
Yeah. It looks like you gave me all the hops, Keith. And I would be interested to see in this type of container in the growler, if maybe as you get towards the bottom of the container, there's got to be some goodness down there. There's got to be. Not that we haven't tasted it yet to see if there's goodness at the top too, but I'm sure a lot settles down there, and there's probably a certain way you're supposed to drink this as far as pouring it. So, we smelled it. Let's give it a shot.
Excellent.
Here you go. Clinky, drinky.
There's the hoppiness.
Yeah.
And you get a really sweet taste as well.
Yes, and I get roasted malt type of flavors. I was thinking it'd be more of an IPA and Cascades, that type of hop in there, but it's more of a malt, more of a roasted type of flavor than a traditional IPA. This is what's the name of this beer? Shark what?
Tornado Shark. It's so good that they made a movie out of it.
Well, I would definitely agree, and it's a good beer. I hope the acting is better in this beer than in the movie. I think this is a great beer, man. It's really, the packaging in itself is eye-catching.
The packaging in this case is because it doesn't come available in bottles or cans. You can only get it
in growlers.
And this is a very fancy growler, apparently from a local diner.
Thank you to Lone Pint Brewery in Magnolia for providing us with this shark-themed beer, which is excellent, I might add. Is it time for Beer of the Week? Already? Are we concluding Shark Week?
Yes.
We're done.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm done with sharks.
I've lost enough limbs, and Chris has lost more than limbs. I think that for this week's Beer of the Week, we're going to go with... How do I do a drum roll with only one hand?
There you go.
Like that. Okay. I'm going to go with the Growler from Pint Brewery in Magnolia, Texas.
With the Tornado Shark.
Tornado Shark. Okay. This beer was so flavorful, man. It's hard to describe because it looks like one thing and it tastes like something completely different. And, you know, compared to what we had 2 great beers this week, but the Tornado Shark stood out by far as the better beer of the week. That about wraps it up for this week's edition of Beer Bros.
I'll get some shark repellent and put it around so we don't have to worry about this happening again.
My other arm appreciates it.
That concludes this week's episode of Beer Bros. Tune in next week. I think we're going to hand it off to Christy.
Bring Your Friend Friday.
Bring Your Friend Friday.
Which was today. But we should just be like, Bring An Arm Friday.
Well, until next week, we will see you. Beer Bros out.
Very funny. Thanks.
That's me. A good dog. I'm gonna kill my neighbors. Dorothy needs to put Toto on a leash.